Hi, my name is Paola, and welcome to this short but efficient yoga flow where we will be linking breath and movement and creating this balance between strength and flexibility. Right now, I'm currently in the jungle of Costa Rica at my retreat destination called Villaluz. There will be more details coming out about this in the near future. Soon we'll have some retreats available if you are interested. So for today's class, we're just going to start in a comfortable cross-legged seated position. You always have the option to place a folded up blanket, maybe a bolster, a cushion, a block underneath the hips to elevate them, just to find a little bit more comfort in this posture. So once we arrive here, just beginning to place the palms onto the knees or in the lap. Sitting up nice and tall, it's important we keep a long spine. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, and release them down. And again, just the eyes are shut down, taking this moment to begin to tune in. To allow yourself to let go of anything that came before this practice and any responsibilities that might come after. Dedicating this time to simply be present. In this current moment, becoming aware of the body and how it feels. Any points in the body that may be holding a bit of stress or tension, just becoming aware of that. And with that awareness, notice if you can soften into those points. Softening the forehead, the jaw, the shoulders. And this practice is all about being the observer of yourself. To observe what arises physically, mentally, emotionally, without judgment, just this neutral observation. And in this silence, notice what arises. Any thoughts that pop up in the mind. And without attachment, can you watch as they drift by? Begin to center your awareness towards the breath. Just watching the natural flow of each inhalation and each exhalation. And with each inhale, following the breath as it travels through the nose, down the throat, expanding into the belly, the lungs, the chest. Exhaling, contracting the belly, and following the breath as it travels out. Breathing in and breathing out. With your next inhalation, take a full deep breath in, really expanding into the belly and the chest. And as you exhale, open the mouth and sigh it out. And again, a deep inhale. Exhale to sigh it out. Now begin to bring the palms together in front of your heart. Taking this moment to form an intention. This can be an intention for this practice, maybe an intention for the rest of the day or the night, maybe the rest of the week. But coming up with an intention that resonates with you. Gently just release the fingertips by your sides. Take a deep inhale to sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, release your right ear to your right shoulder. Bring the right fingertips to the crown of your head, feeling this stretch along the left side of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Now release those right fingertips down. Inhale, lift your head up through center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, bringing your left fingertips to the crown of the head. Feeling that stretch through the right side of the neck. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Release your left fingertips down. Inhale the head up to center. Exhale, release your chin down towards your chest, feeling this expansion through the back side of the neck. Option to interlace the palms behind the head to come to a deeper stretch. Now gently release the palms back into the lap. Inhale, lift the head up through center, and we're just going to take some rotations with the head. So as you exhale, your head comes down, your chin comes down towards your chest. Inhale as your head comes back, your gaze is lifted. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, head comes back. Moving with the breath. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale as your head comes back. And the opposite way. Inhale, head comes back. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, head falls back. Exhale, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, head falls back. Exhale, chin to chest. And as you inhale, lift the head up to center. Let's take a round of breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, reach both arms overhead, look up. Exhale to twist to the right. Right fingertips release behind you, bringing your left palm to your right knee. Even while we hold the posture, we utilize our breath. In this twist, inhaling to lengthen through the spine, exhaling to gently twist a little bit further. Maybe you take your gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale up to center, reach both arms overhead, look up. Exhale to twist to the left. Left fingertips release behind you, bringing your right palm to your left knee. And again, we utilize those inhalations to lengthen through the spine and those exhalations to gently twist a little bit further. Maybe you take your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale up to center, reach both arms overhead, look up. And as you exhale, let's release the fingertips to our shoulders, and we're just going to take some shoulder rotations, just gently opening up through the joints. And really exaggerating these movements. Let's move in the opposite direction. Begin to interlace the palms in front of you and roll out the wrists. It's important we give our joints the love and attention that they deserve. Let's move in the opposite direction. When you're ready, we're going to arrive in our tabletop position on our hands and knees. Now, once you arrive here, making sure your shoulders are stacked over your wrists, hips are stacked over the knees, and beginning to move through some cat-cows. Inhaling to drop the belly, arch the back, lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhaling to tuck the chin, press the spine up towards the sky. Deep inhale as you drop the belly, arch the back, lift the gaze up. Exhale to tuck the chin, pressing the spine up towards the sky. Deep inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, lift the gaze. Exhale, chin to chest, press the spine up. And with your next inhale, let's come back to that neutral tabletop position. Now begin to tuck your toes. As you exhale, come into your downward facing dog, lifting your hips up and back. While we're here, let's welcome in a bit of movement. Maybe you pedal out the feet, adding bends into the knees. Maybe you rock the head from side to side, open and close the jaw. Just taking this moment to connect with your breath, and to connect with your body. Very slowly begin to walk the feet to the top of the mat, coming into your forward fold, also known as Uttanasana. Remembering to keep just a slight bend in both knees. You can allow for the arms to hang. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. You can sway from side to side, or you can come to stillness. Breathing in and breathing out. Now very slowly, grounding down through the feet, begin to roll up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, until we arrive in our standing position, our Tadasana. Arms are by your sides. At the top of the mat, feet are hips width distance apart, firmly grounded, knees are slightly bent, so our thighs are gently engaged. Roll your shoulders up, back, and release them down. Slightly pressing the chest forward, engaging through those fingertips as if energy is flowing out of them, and reaching the crown of the head high. Am I breathing? Take a deep breath and reach both arms overhead, look up. Exhale to fold forward. Placing hands on shins, inhale for a halfway lift, open through the chest, gaze forward. Exhale, plant your palms down, step your right foot back, followed by your left. High plank, shoulders stacked over wrists. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, option to drop the knees, bend the elbows to the bottom of a push-up. Chaturanga. Inhale as you shine the heart open in your upward facing dog, lifting through the chest. Tuck the toes. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a round of breath, a deep inhale. And a deep exhale. Walk the feet to the top of the mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Placing hands on shins, inhale, halfway lift, open through the chest, gaze forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up all the way, reach both arms overhead, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Placing hands on shins, inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward, open through the chest. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back, high plank. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, Chaturanga, bend the elbows to the bottom of a push-up. Deep inhale as you lift through the chest in your upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Walk the feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. Placing hands on shins, inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up all the way, reach both arms overhead, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Placing hands on shins, inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back, high plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga, bend your elbows to the bottom of a push-up. Inhale to lift through your chest, upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's take a round of breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your right knee to your chest and step or guide the foot in between the palms. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toes. As you inhale, reach both arms overhead, Anjaneyasana. Feeling that stretch through our left hip flexor. Relax your shoulders down, chin is lifted, heart is open, breath is steady. As you exhale, coming into our half split, begin to shift your hips back. Your right leg will extend straight. Fingertips will release down towards the mat. Your right foot is flexed and toes are lifted. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Coming back to your low lunge, begin to bend your right knee. Palms frame out your right foot. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Ground down through your left palm. Exhale, extend your right arm up towards the ceiling, coming into a twist. Taking your gaze towards your right fingertips. Back thigh is actively pressing up. Come to a steady breath. Now as you inhale, we're gonna rise up to our warrior two, rising up all the way. Spin your back heel down, teeing out your arms. Now once you arrive here, let's check in with the feet, making sure the front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Right knee is stacked on top of the ankle. Fingertips are reaching in opposite directions, and your gaze is over your right middle finger. Relax the shoulders down, breathe. Flip your right palm up to face the ceiling, reach it forward, and as you inhale, tip your right arm up and back, reversing your warrior. Left palm can release down that back thigh. Breathing in, breathing out. Exhale to your side angle stretch, hinging forward, release your forearm to the top of your right thigh. Extend your left arm to the front of the room, coming into that side angle stretch. Your gaze can come up towards the ceiling underneath that top arm. Breathing. Now as you inhale, rise back up to your warrior two. Arriving in your high lunge, we're facing forward. Both arms will reach overhead. Back heel is lifted, so we're on the tiptoes of our left foot. As you exhale, bend your elbows, goalpost your arms open through the chest. Inhale, re-extend those arms up. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of the mat, bend your knees, Utkatasana chair pose. Sinking your seat, arms reach overhead, gaze is lifted, breathing. And as you exhale, forward fold. Placing hands on shins, inhale for your halfway lift, gaze forward, open through the chest. Exhale to plant your palms down, step back, high plank. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, chaturanga, bend your elbows. Inhale to shine the heart open, upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a round of breath. Inhale, lift your left leg back and up. Exhale, left knee to chest, up or guide the foot in between the palms, coming into your low lunge. Palms are framing out that left foot. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toes. Inhale, reach both arms overhead, coming into that Anjane asana. Really feeling that stretch through that right hip flexor. Lifting through the chest, relax your shoulders, breathe. Exhale to shift your hips back, extend your left leg straight, coming into your half split. Fingertips release down towards the mat. Left foot is flexed and active, breathing. Arriving back in that low lunge, bend your left knee, ground down through your left foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Ground down through your right palm. Exhale, extend your left arm up towards the ceiling, coming into your twist. Breathing in, breathing out. Now as you inhale, finding steadiness, we're gonna rise up to that warrior two, teeing out your arms. Spinning that back heel down. And once you arrive here, again checking in with the feet. Front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Left knee is stacked on top of the ankle, fingertips reaching in opposite directions. And you're looking at your left middle finger. Flip your left palm up to face the sky, reach it forward, and as you inhale, tip your left arm up and back, reversing your warrior. Releasing that right palm down the back thigh. Exhale to your side angle stretch, hinging forward. Release your left forearm to the top of your left thigh. Your right arm will extend towards the front of the room, feeling that stretch along the right side body. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Now as you inhale, rise back up, warrior two. We're gonna arrive in that high lunge, facing forward. Back heel will begin to lift, arms reach overhead. High crescent lunge. Exhale to bend the elbows, goal posting the arms, lifting through the chest. Inhale, re-extend those arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of the mat, Utkatasana chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your seat, arms reach overhead. We're trying to shift our weight towards our heels here, relieving some pressure off of the knees. Chest is lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Placing hands on shins, inhale for that halfway lift, look forward. Exhale to plant your palms down, stepping back. You can move directly with that exhale into your chaturanga. Inhale to open through the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Take a round of breath. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, bring your right knee to your chest, step or guide the foot in between the palms, coming back to that low lunge. Staying nice and low, just lift your fingertips 1 inch off of the mat. Beginning to build that strength through the legs. Staying low, extend those arms straight back behind you. Staying low, reach those arms straight forward. Now as you inhale, rise up all the way to that high crescent lunge once again. Finding steadiness. Exhale to bend your elbows, goalpost the arms, open through the chest. Inhale, re-extend those arms up. Exhale to twist to the right. Right arm will extend behind you, left arm will reach forward. Breathing, spine is long, breath is steady. From here, as you inhale, reach your left arm up, releasing your right palm down your back thigh. Breathing in towards the left side body. Inhale back to center, both arms reach overhead. Interlace the palms behind your back. Spin your back heel down so your left foot is firmly grounded. Take a deep inhale, lift through the chest, look up. Exhale to fold forward to your humble warrior. Think about reaching the crown of the head down towards the mat. Arms are actively pressing up. Inhale, let's rise up to that warrior 1. Reach both arms overhead. Right knee is on top of the ankle. Your left hip is pressing forward as your right hip draws back. And again, remember that left foot is firmly grounded on the mat right now. Extend your right leg straight. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward, releasing your fingertips down to the mat or blocks. Feeling that stretch through your right hamstring. Now begin to add a bend to your right knee, shifting our weight over that right leg, arriving in our warrior 3. Palms can come to heart center, or you can release your fingertips down to the mat or blocks. Left leg is lifted, spine is long, breathing. As you inhale, rooting down through that right leg, we're gonna rise up. Left leg will begin to lift in front of you, knee is bent. Palms are still at heart center, breathing. Now let's cross our left ankle over top of that right thigh. Flex your left foot, and as you exhale, sinking down into your one-legged chair. Again, left foot is flexed to protect the knee. Palms are together in front of the heart. Chest is lifted, breathing. And as you exhale, you have an option. You can stay where you are, or you can fold forward. Feeling a deeper stretch through that left hip. Now wherever you are, we're gonna rise up, uncross the legs, give the feet a little bit of a wiggle to release any cramping. Take a deep inhale, reach both arms overhead, look up. Exhale to fold forward. Placing hands on shins, inhale for that halfway lift, open through the chest, gaze forward. Exhale to plant your palms down, stepping back, moving through that chaturanga as you exhale. Inhaling to open through the chest, upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, exhale, lift your hips up and back. Take a round of breath. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee to chest, upward guide the foot in between the palms, arriving back in that low lunge. Staying nice and low, lift those fingertips 1 inch off of the mat. Staying low, extend those arms straight back behind you. Staying low, reach those arms forward. With a deep inhale, rise up all the way to your high crescent lunge. Both arms reach overhead. Back thigh is actively pressing up, breathing. Exhale to bend your elbows, goalpost the arms, opening through the chest. Inhale, re-extend those arms up. As you exhale, twist to the left. Left arm extends behind you and that right arm will extend forward, coming into your twist. Long spine, steady breath. As you inhale, reach your right arm up, left palm will release down that back thigh. Breathing in, breathing out. Take a deep inhale, reach both arms overhead, facing forward. Interlace the palms behind the back. We're gonna spin that back heel down so our right foot is firmly grounded. Take a deep inhale to open through the chest, look up. Exhale to fold forward to your humble warrior. Arms will actively press up as the crown of the head reaches down towards the mat. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Inhale, rising up to that warrior one, reach both arms overhead. And again, that left knee is stacked on top of the ankle, right hip is pressing forward as that left hip draws back. Extend your left leg straight. Exhale to fold forward to this pyramid pose, releasing your fingertips down towards the mat or blocks. Even here, we utilize our breath. Inhaling to find some gentle length through the spine, exhaling to fold a little bit further. Add a bend to your left knee. Begin to shift your weight over that left leg. Palms can come together in front of the heart. Coming into our warrior three, right leg is lifted. Again, you have the option to release fingertips down towards the mat or maybe to blocks. Chest is lifted, breathing. Rooting down through that left leg, let's rise up. Lifting our right leg in front of us, right knee is bent, palms are together in front of the heart. Preparing for that one-legged chair. Begin to cross your right ankle over top of that left thigh. Flex your right foot and bend your left knee, sinking down. Chest is still lifted, breathing. Option to stay here, or as you exhale, we can begin to fold forward, releasing fingertips down to the mat or blocks. Now wherever you are, just rising up, uncrossing the legs, release your right foot down. Give the feet a little bit of a wiggle to release any cramping. Take a deep inhale, reach both arms overhead, look up. Exhale to fold forward. Placing hands on shins, inhale for your halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale to plant your palms down, step back, moving through that exhale into your chaturanga. Inhaling to open through the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Take a round of breath, deep inhale, deep exhale. Now we're gonna step the feet to the top of the mat, taking a wide stance so we can arrive directly in our Malasana yogic squat. So we wanna make sure that our feet are firmly planted. So that means, if that means taking the feet a little bit wider for you, then you can do so. Palms will come together in front of the heart space. Chest is lifted, chin is lifted, breathing. And just take a moment here to shut down the eyes, to come back to the breath, back to the body. Now very gently, we're gonna release ourselves down. Preparing for our boat pose, arms can extend forward, or you can have your palms for support by your sides. Begin to lift your legs. Knees can be bent, shins parallel with the ground, or you can extend the legs straight. Again, option to reach those arms forward. Breathing. Chest is lifted. Again, gaze is forward. Steady breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the feet down, wrapping your arms around your legs. Just come in and hug yourself. Releasing your forehead down. You can sway from side to side. Just a moment to catch your breath. Beginning to arrive in a kneeling position with your toes tucked. Hips are lifted away from the heels. Again, we're in a kneeling position. Preparing for our camel pose. Let's take the palms to the low back. Fingertips are facing up. As you inhale, lift through the chest and look up. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward, allowing for the head to fall back. Now there's no rush. We're just taking it step by step. As you inhale, let's rise back up. Release your arms by your sides. Shake out the wrists a little bit. And we're gonna do it again. So let's take those palms to the low back, fingertips facing up. Take a deep inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, hips press forward. Head can fall back. Maybe you release one hand down to a heel and then the other hand down to the other heel. Or maybe you just stay where you were. Breathing here. It's important we keep a steady breath. Very slowly, very carefully, beginning to rise up. Let's come into our child's pose. So we can bring the big toes to touch, let the knees open out just slightly. Arms can extend towards the top of the mat, releasing the forehead down. And take a moment here to just come back to your breath. Rising up to your tabletop position. We're going to prepare for our lizard pose. So begin to bring your right knee to your right elbow and step the foot on the outside of the palm. So your right foot is on the outside of your palms, back knee is on the mat, and we're on the palms of the hands. Chest is lifted. Let's keep our gaze forward. We want to promote a long spine. Oftentimes, just living our day-to-day lives, we tend to hunch over our phones, over our laptops, computers. So it's important to counteract that with just a long spine in our yoga practice. Rather than rounding the spine forward, for example, in this posture, we can keep the spine long, chest lifted, gaze forward. If you notice you have space, feel free to lower down onto your forearms. If you feel just fine where you are, then stay where you are. It's important we listen to our body and what it's telling us. Now very slowly, this is quite an intense posture, we're going to release that right knee back to match the left. And when you're ready, let's step that left foot on the outside of the palms, preparing for our lizard pose on this side. So again, hips are melting forward. Left knee should be on top of the ankle. And our spine is long. Keep your gaze lifted. Sometimes we tend to lose focus, and it shows in our posture. So try to keep that awareness, keeping the posture nice and pristine. Spine long, gaze forward. Again, if you notice that you have space, you can lower down onto your forearms, or you can just stay where you are. This is quite the intense pose. Just become aware of that sensation that you feel here. And that right hip flexor, maybe even that left hip. Wherever you are, very slowly, very gently, we're going to release that left knee back to match the right. Come into your tabletop. Let's adjust so our shoulders are above the wrists, hips are above the knees. As you inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, lift your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, pressing the spine up. Inhale to that cow pose, dropping the belly, arching the back, lifting the gaze. Exhaling to your cat pose. And inhale, come back to that neutral tabletop position. Now let's slowly lower down so we are seated on the mat. Extending those legs straight out in front of you, preparing for our Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold. Place your palms by your sides, sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep inhale, reach both arms overhead, look up. And as you exhale, fold forward. You can release the palms by the sides of your legs. Maybe you reach for your feet. Never trying to force yourself into an asana. Asana meaning posture. We want to allow for gravity to do the work and for the body to slowly release on its own. And when you're ready, let's rise up. Gently begin to release yourself onto your back. So we're lying down on the mat. Now once you arrive here, begin to hug the knees towards the chest, wrapping the arms around your shins. And let's just rock from side to side, gently massaging the low back. Begin to open out the arms in a T shape or a cactus shape, and as you exhale, drop the knees to the right, coming into a twist. You can take your gaze up towards the ceiling, or maybe you take your gaze over your left shoulder to deepen the twist through your cervical spine. Breathing in and breathing out. I don't know if you can hear, but I can hear the sound of the river right now. It's very relaxing. As you inhale, let's lift those knees up to center. And with your next exhale, letting them fall over to the left. And again, you can take your gaze up towards the ceiling or over your right shoulder. Our yoga shala is located just right above a river. Beautiful location with a beautiful view. As you inhale, let's lift those knees back up to center. Extend your legs straight up towards the sky. Your arms can release by your sides. We're just going to pause here for a moment, just in this gentle inversion. Allowing for the blood flow to move in the opposite direction. You have the freedom to welcome in maybe some ankle rotations. And we're just going to come into our happy baby pose. So reaching for the outer edges of both feet. We're going to bend those knees, letting the knees open out nice and wide. Grabbing a hold of the feet, and you can sway from side to side, or maybe you come to stillness. And when you're ready, begin to release the feet and allow for the arms to fall by your sides, arriving in our final posture of the practice, our Savasana. Allow for the body to begin to release. Savasana is a vital part of our yoga practice, as it allows us to bring that balance back into our nervous system, arriving back in that restful state. So allow yourself this opportunity to simply rest, to simply just be. Begin to bring your awareness back without moving, just returning that focus to this present moment. Become aware of the body lying here in stillness. Feel the weight of the body as it melts down towards the mat. Becoming aware of any subtle noises around you in your space. Become aware of the sound of the breath, that soft whisper. Without moving, become aware of the toes and the fingers. Mindfully, begin to welcome in movement, wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers. Reach both arms overhead. Take a full body stretch, a deep inhale, pointing the toes. And when you're ready, rolling over onto your right side in a fetal position. Taking a moment here to pause. Allowing yourself this opportunity to reflect on this practice and to come back to that intention that you set at the beginning of this class. With the eyes shut, very gently beginning to rise up to that comfortable cross-legged seated position where we started our practice. Bringing the palms together in front of the heart. Remembering to hold a space of gratitude for all the little things that this life has to offer. It is very easy for us to lose sight of the blessings that surround us, whether that be those simple comforts like running water, food, clothes, having a shelter, a safe space to go back to be able to make memories with the people we love, to laugh, and to simply just experience the joys in life. We are surrounded by so many blessings. Remembering to always hold that space of gratitude can help bring ease back into our lives. And most importantly, holding gratitude for yourself for showing up on your mat today, exactly as you are, without the need to change anything at all. Begin to bring the thumb knuckles to the center of the forehead, welcoming in clear and loving thoughts. Down to the mouth for clear and loving communication, and down to the heart for clear and loving intention. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I can't wait to see you soon again on the mat. Maybe one day you'll be able to enjoy this retreat here in Costa Rica. More details will be coming out soon. Namaste.